Welcome to Name and Occupation In Depth Season 4. Today's episode will talk about our trip to Italy, highlights and travel tips. We visited Terracina, Gaeta, Sperlonga, and the Amalfi Coast in 4 days, you guys. So we
Oh,
flew from Vienna to Rome.
Rome.
We arrived late in Rome, and that's when we went to meet um, the other the other family that we were traveling with, the M&Ms. We went to meet them at the hotel, and it was a late night driving. Francesco was oh, because we what we did was we rented a car.
Yes.
So which we recommend. And then we left to go to Terracina, Francesco's family homeland.
We were on the way to Sorrento, which is about 45 minutes from Terracina, but I wanted to stop and show the M&Ms, my
Yeah.
grandfather's restaurant that was on the beach. Also, just to show a little bit of the hometown. We went to the Monte Giove, which is an old Roman empire building on the top of the mountain. And it was great. So I was able to show around and then the port and everything like that to the girls again and to Daisy. Before we left, we were deciding what are we going to have for dinner. So we
You
ended
see
up
it.
going to the market, to the fish market. We ended up buying some fish, some scallops, some mussels, um, some shrimp. To Gaeta because there's a few things that we did there. That town is
It's
very
beautiful.
small, but there's not much on the town. They have a nice beach. On between Terracina and Gaeta, they have a beautiful, beautiful beach. There's actually a really good Italian pizza restaurant. They have an old oven,
Oh,
fire oven. They make the pizza. So you stay on the beach on the way there between Terracina and Gaeta and Sorrento. Gaeta.
Then after Rome, we slept in Sperlonga. We
nice.
got this. It was like an
Airbnb.
Airbnb that slept 12 people. It was about a 5 minute walk from the coast. It was really nice, but we were promised air conditioner. There was we were promised AC, and you guys, it was so hot.
God.
The AC was in one bedroom, and it was one of those ACs that like you plug to a window, like that comes from a window, and that was it. That was it.
So we
And
had fans everywhere.
but we made it work. We made it work that night. Chef Francesco um, cooked one of the best meals of my life with
Oh,
Miguel.
nice.
They had gotten some fish at Terracina. They had gone to the. Where did you go get the fish, babe?
The fish market, yeah, on the water, on the ocean.
Nice.
They had the catch of the day. You go ask him, "What'd you get today?" And then he brings it out.
Yeah.
Wow. Sweet.
And we had mussels, and we had what caprese, which is
Clams,
a staple.
mussels, capreses. Yeah.
Yeah. So
That
that
must
was
have tasted so good, eh? Fresh like that.
And then your did you guys you just hung out there all day or did you go visit?
Well, when we landed at the Airbnb kind of type of house in Spelonga, it was like 7 o'clock at night. So we ended up
Oh,
making
okay.
the food, letting the house cool down. We ended up making the
Yeah, yeah.
food, had some nice dinner, and then we went for a walk at night because Italians, it's too hot during the day to take a walk, and the kids don't play outside. It's too hot during the day. So most of
Yeah.
the activities are at night. So we went up of
Roughly. Yeah.
Spelonga, and Spelonga is like it's a, it's a how it's the whole town is like on the side of a building. So you're actually going up stairs like hundreds and hundreds of stairs, but it's beautiful little hallways. You get some nice lighting. There's a lot of activities in life. People having cappuccinos, some desserts. So we went for a
all
walk.
white. It's all white, really
It's all white
beautiful.
houses, yeah.
It
Whoa.
looks like a painting. Everything is with like the circular arches. It's just you turn left, it's beautiful. You turn left, you're going up, you're going down, and there's people that live in the mountain. I guess it's like a mountain.
Yep.
It's built on top of a mountain, and there's people that live there, but there's also cafes, restaurants,
There's shops, yeah.
So nice.
So important to take your time in Europe too, because it's so there's so
Oh,
much.
man.
to see,
Oh, yeah.
right?
That's exactly it.
Unbelievable.
Towns in Italy, they're very close, right? In half an hour drive, you're from
Yeah.
one town to the other.
Right.
And the culture is different in terms of like, well, it's still
Did you guys-
Italian food and everything, but it's just different, right? The buildings are different, the design is different and stuff.
the
Where did you guys go?
architecture. My God,
Yeah.
Architecture.
architecture. Yeah.
So
It
after
changes
Gaeta,
that much from town to town, eh?
Oh yes,
you guys drove down to Naples.
Naples. Yep,
So you followed the coast here.
that's correct.
Nice. That must be nice. That road.
It
Any
is.
Lamborghinis and Porsches? On
Not
that
on
highway?
those roads. They're pretty rough roads.
Crazy.
But that's
crazy.
cool. So how long of the drive is that from Gaeta
About an hour and a half or
to
so
Naples? That's
from Gaeta
cool.
to Naples, and then in Naples, what was it? The place that we went to see that days? It was similar to Pompeii, but it's really closer to downtown.
Oh,
You're in downtown Naples near the port.
there's
It's
a
really
volcano.
nice.
The big volcano right here.
That's
Yeah.
right. So instead of going to Pompeii, we went to Herculaneum Museum. It's still really impressive, you guys. 2,000 years later.
And a volcano eruption later.
This still stands.
You can see Vesuvius.
Oh, there's Mount Vesuvius. There's the culprit right over there. In 79 AD, Mount Vesuvius erupted, and this is the lesser famous, I guess, to Pompeii, but it's just as impressive.
So the most amazing thing with the technology, they built it and then they put some concrete and it looks like it's polished. It feels so smooth. So they would polish whatever the concrete they put on top, and you could see still some kind of type of sculpture or paint that they probably used to make, a deco or painting and stuff like that. It's just amazing.
So I guess this is where they came and tried to keep safe from the volcano's ashes and lava, to no avail. It was really beautiful. It was really beautiful to see. It's historical and obviously tragic because it's all the people died when the Mount Vesuvius erupted.
Right.
But it's so beautiful to see the houses that they built. They have beautiful mosaics, the most beautiful colors, and it's just outstanding, like the amount of energy that these people were putting into their houses. Like beautiful walls in their bathrooms, like everything. It was just art everywhere.
Wow. A lot of history there, eh? Jeez.
Yeah, but the thing that was disappointed in that Herculaneum museum was that they did in Pompeii. You do see the bodies. You do see the bodies that were kind of immortalized with the ashes, and they don't have that.
But the buildings are more intact where we went, and you actually walk in through the building. Like some places you can walk through like their living room and then their kitchen and their other area, and you could see the mosaic on the floors and on the ceiling. So it's kind of like Pompeii is like a bigger open area. That one is, you do have buildings you're going through. It's kind of cool.
Cool. So from Naples, you didn't sleep there, right?
No, we did not.
Just went there for lunch, museum.
We
and,
went there in the afternoon. And it was so hot. It was like 43 degrees. I'm not even joking. And there's no trees,
Nice.
there's no shade.
Right.
Yeah. We were like, "Where's the water? Get us to the water." We just were excited to get to the hotel.
You guys, check this out. Look at the intricate details. This is just unbelievable.
Fun fact, Naples famous for their pizza. For all of you out there, we ended up
So where-
going for lunch to this restaurant. The pizza was really great.
So this is Sorrento, Spelonga, and it's fucking midnight, and the shops are still open. Everybody's walking. Let's go, Miguel. Miguelito, I'll write this. No, go straight. Go straight to the piazza. Everything's still open. Huh? So this is the main square, like in Terracina. That's how it is at night. This is the life of. Remember, I told you they close the street and people walk all night, have coffee and gelatos and beers. That's how it is.
That's
Down here?
that's all part of the Amalfi Coast. And then if you keep going all the way to Salerno, that's all part of the Amalfi Coast. And you
Wow.
see those mountains?
Yeah.
Okay, so
We
this place.
stayed in the mountains.
Okay.
So we didn't stay in Sorrento. We stayed in the mountains. The hotel is let me just find the name because I want to get it right for all our viewers who have been waiting with breathless anticipation. Hotel Scapolatiello. Hotel Scapolatiello. Hey guys, so this is where we're staying for a couple of nights. The dinner last night was spectacular. This place is just out of this world. In the evening, these birds come down and fly all around you. You're swimming. And this is the view from the pool. Okay. Don't forget to subscribe, name and occupation in depth so you can find us on YouTube. Definitely the highlight of our trip so far.
Oh my God.
That's where we stayed. And it's our White Lotus. It was like we showed up and it was kind of wild getting in and driving up because the streets are so narrow.
Yeah.
Like if you open
Love
the
it.
doors, you're getting stuck. Like you
Oh my
can't.
goodness.
And there are times where you have to bring in your lights. Like you have to bring in your lights.
Your mirrors. So that when you reserve, before you reserve, or even when you reserve, they actually say, like, make sure your vehicle is not wider than this much because it won't fit through the streets. And then once you're going up the street, I don't know, 100 meters, and there's a car coming the other way, somebody has to give back up, try to find a parking spot, like in somebody's driveway, if you can get in. So it's a really fun adventure for sure.
How long were you guys there?
3 days, 2 nights, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice. Wow.
Yeah,
Pretty
that was
special.
my favorite spot because really it was just beautiful, like magical. It was more high on the higher end of the places that we stayed, but worth every penny. And actually it wasn't really that expensive. I don't even know how we were able to afford it because it wasn't that much more expensive than the other places we stayed. But
It's more low key, right? Most tourists don't know about it. So
I think that's what it is. A lot of people
Absolutely.
didn't know.
that's the trick in Europe to travel is like
It was a
it's there,
hidden
but
gem,
crap.
hidden gem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
I mean,
there's the whole
Looks so
idea
good.
that you assume that it's out of reach, but meanwhile, you just got to ask or inquire, right?
Yeah. You need a
well,
little
the thing is
balls.
that when you say we went to the Amalfi Coast, everybody wants to be on the ocean. Yes, it's nice to be on the ocean, but I'll tell you, it was so much
Look
cooler
at
up
that.
in the mountains. They had a nice pool. They had a very nice community little bar at the bottom, nice, really good restaurants. It was packed every time
Wow.
we went. But I would rather be up in the mountains there. I know
You're
the
up
beach is
there, eh?
nice and everything, which we had done, in Terracina and the day before too. So we had
Yeah.
done the beach and the water,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
up on the mountains was beautiful.
That's awesome.
It was so beautiful. But the
Oh yeah,
coolest story about this hotel is that around 6:30, you start seeing all these birds. They're flying right above the pool. They dive down like just
Yeah,
really
yeah.
close to you, and they're just dancing around you. And I've never seen anything like it. The next day, I asked the lifeguard, and I'm like, that really magical experience happened. It was really cool. Why is it that, because it happened every night? I'm gonna see it again tonight. Tonight, she's like, they always come around 6:30 because the pool closes at 7, and then after when people leave, they come and they take dives to take water or just because they're hot to cool off. They use it as a pool themselves. Alas, we're leaving this morning. Look at the gorgeous send-off we're getting. Absolutely stunning. And these little guys have come to see us off. Really, you guys, the video doesn't do it justice. I guess you'll have to come here and experience it for yourself. What a treat.